In this video, I'll show you how to create your own custom camera system in Roblox Studio, perfect for my new fun game project, 5 Nights at Freddy's. With simple arrow key movements, you'll navigate through the cameras created using frames. And the best part? Control is via a seat. Ready to take your gaming experience to the next level? Then let's tackle this epic project together. If you enjoyed this video, I would appreciate it if you could leave a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel for free. Now enjoy the video. As a first step, you create a folder and name it Cam Positions. After that, simply insert a seat from the toolbox. As the third step, create a ScreenGui under Starter Guy and name it Security. Then add a part to the Cam Positions folder. Change its size to 1.1.1 and its transparency to 1. Also, disable Can Collide, Can Cree, and Can Touch for the part. Then name your parts sequentially with numbers. I'll start with number 1, then number 2, and number 3. I'll now quickly save my game to avoid losing anything. Then, add a LocalScript to your ScreenGui. Accessing UI elements and camera positions. It declares variables, left arrow, right arrow, and cam folder to store references to UI elements and camera positions, respectively. Accessing player and character. It retrieves the local player, PLR, and their character, char. If the character is not immediately available, it waits until it is. Variable to keep track of current camera position. It initializes the number variable to keep track of the current camera position. Connect to the seated event of the humanoid. It connects to the seated event of the player's humanoid. This triggers when the player sits down in a seat. Inside the event handler, it checks if the player is sitting in the correct seat named Security Seat. If the player is sitting in the correct seat, it shows arrow UI elements and sets the camera type to scriptable. It then sets the camera's position to the first position defined in the cam folder. It also connects the arrow buttons to their respective functions. Connect left arrow button to its function. It connects the left arrow button to a function that updates the camera position to the previous one in the sequence defined in cam folder. Connect right arrow button to its function. It connects the right arrow button to a function that updates the camera position to the next one in the sequence defined in cam folder. Update camera position functions. These functions update the camera's position based on the direction, left or right, clicked by the player. It ensures that the camera cycles through the positions defined in cam folder. Now you just need to add buttons to your ScreenGui that will control the camera later. I'll make a few more refinements with the font style here and also add a UI corner. Name this button Left. Do the same with the right button. I'll just quickly copy it. Let's scale it a bit more and now we can already test the whole thing. As you can see, we can switch to the view of the cameras. Let's test this in my current project where we have multiple cameras. First, let's insert the kit we've just created. Move the security ScreenGui to Starter Guy. It's common in this kit that the buttons aren't properly positioned. This is due to Roblox Studio. Therefore, let's quickly recreate the 2 buttons as before. Make sure to move the Cam Positions folder to the workspace. It should not be nested inside another folder within Workspace. Also, be sure to move the seat to the workspace. In my game, I set it up so that when the player touches the part, they immediately switch to the camera perspective. Of course, some embellishments are essential. As you can see, the system works in my project as well. Then you position the part where the camera model is located. Do this for all cameras. As you can see, the player receives a game menu. When he presses play, he spawns. I know the game isn't really scary yet, but it will be. We're going to make it darker, add flickering lights, and incorporate jump scares. Additionally, the NPC, Freddy, should attack the player. You can also see that our camera system is working well. We will add a script to the NPC so that it follows the player when the player enters a certain radius. I will also link this script in the video description. As you can see, the NPC starts following the player as soon as the player enters its predefined radius, which is adjustable in the script. Additionally, I've also given the player a flashlight. For that, we'll create a game pass as well. That's it for the first part. In the next part, we will integrate a task system and jump scares, as well as create a game pass and a shop for it. If you enjoyed the video, I would appreciate it if you leave a like and subscribe. Until the next part.